Hello, everyone. Nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. I'm joined by YST. We are in the middle of a collab, but we've got some hot news off the presses from Plarium to let you guys know about. So, YST, do you wanna break the news down for us here?
All
What has
right.
happened?
So basically, on Tuesday, October 18th, we're planning to launch an extra legendary event for Ancient Shards. Now,
Mm,
guys, we did just come off a 2x Ancients, so I'm not sure how many of you guys have like a bunch of Ancients left.
yeah.
And also with the fusion and stuff, it's probably a hard time to kind of summon, right? But
Hmm.
basically, how it works is if you happen to summon a legendary champion, it's the same chance at a 0.5%.
Yeah.
But if you do happen to summon that legendary, you'll get an extra bonus one for free. So I kind of feel like I'm not sure about you now, but I feel like it's wrong timing. Halloween is around the
Yeah.
corner. We're kind of expecting some form of fusion, in my
Hmm.
opinion, and also coming off this fusion as well. I don't know. I feel like it's a time to just waste people's shards. But what do you think?
It's an interesting one, right? So the
Yeah.
Marinix fusion, we had the 2x Ancient Shard event during it. So the next 2x event then is going to be Sacreds, right?
Yes.
Um, so that might be during the start of the next fusion. I think there's a decent chance it could be, or potentially 2x voids. I actually think that sacred ancient shards then are going to be fairly undervalued during the next fusion. Like they're going to be okay, but not great. It's going to be the other shard
Hmm.
types that are important there. So it's not super bad in that sense.
Hmm.
And they haven't done a guaranteed in ages, man. The last one was the start of September. I think there's a good potential for guarantees coming soon. I do think the thing I really like about this event, there's one thing that stands out to me, which is the mercy system for ancient shards is actually like it's pretty decent. Um, Once you go over 200, you start getting that bonus 5%. So this is something you can track and can build towards. Can't really do it with sacreds because it's so rubbish, right? But if you pulled a bunch of shards during the 2x event, your mercy timer's really, really built up, and you didn't get a legendary, this is actually a pretty good time to pull where you kind of, like, if you know how far you're in, like, let's say
Yeah.
you've pulled 180 and you're like, oh man, if I pull 40 more shards, the first 20, no bonus, but the next 20, I'm getting plus 5% every single pull. I can hit a legendary in 40 shards and I get a second one for free then that's really good. But I think it's one of those things where it's like you need to know the mercy timer. Um,
Yeah, I'm
so
actually I'm actually a huge fan of this event in general because if you
yeah.
do track your mercy system like you were saying, then yes, it's probably a great time to summon.
Hmm.
But for me, I don't know. I've got a weird feeling like it's bad timing for
It
one,
is.
and they're
Yeah.
just trying to like rinse everyone's resources before. I feel like there'll be a
Mm.
fusion, right? We're kind of expecting a Halloween
There's
fusion.
100% going to be a Halloween fusion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
100%.
obviously, as you were
Mm.
saying, traditionally, we know it's not going to be a 2x Ancients again. So in that
Yeah.
kind of realm, it's not. But when you think about champion chase events or tournaments, should I say, trying to get those points, if you're using your sacreds for the events, sorry, the summoning events, where you
Hmm.
need around usually 5 to 7 sacred shards to max up those events, you might not have any sacreds left and you might be relying on your ancient shards.
Yeah,
So I
that's
guess
true.
just be wary. We are
Definitely.
kind of expecting something, but if you are in your mercy system, then it could be a great chance to get a new legendary champion for your accounts.
Yeah.
For sure.
I'm gonna have to think about what I'm going to do. Like, I obviously have enough shards to hit Mercy because I think I pulled 70
Mhm.
uh for the 2x for Marinix. I didn't get a legendary. So I need to go back and check my Mercy timer from previous shard pull videos and add it because I've got a bunch of gems I could buy them, but I'm like I want to have enough for guaranteed. They could even, I think in November last year they did two guaranteed back to backs that I regretted missing because one of them was
Yeah.
Genzin. I'm like, man, well, I wish I had a Genzin. This is a really fun champion. I didn't get him then.
Yeah.
So it's always there's a lot
Are
of
we
things.
expecting guaranteed ancients or was it a guaranteed sacred? Do you know?
I'd actually expect both. I think the
Yeah.
Sacreds is more overdue, like that
Yeah, that's
one.
what I was looking at the
Yeah,
previous ones, right? And I feel
yeah,
like the Sacreds one is definitely due. So I've been saving up my Sacreds for the first time ever. So I'm kind of
yeah.
hoping for that, but I'm not too sure how they're gonna
I
do
actually have a
this.
spreadsheet here. Let me throw it up on screen so people can see this. I threw this up on my stream the other day. I was streaming
Okay.
during CVC. But so here we can see blindingly white. Sorry, everybody. But can you see this? Is this shared? It
Oh
is.
yeah, I
Yeah.
can see that, yeah.
So like these are the guaranteed events since December last year. You can see actually in December they had one of every type. Two of them were epics, mind you, but still I sort of expect something similar in December. But you can see that we did have sacreds like actually really close back to back April to May. Usually
Hmm.
it seems like there's about a 1 month gap between them. So you would be kind of expecting September that there might have been a sacred near the end of September, but there wasn't. So, you know, it's fairly likely that there could be one in October and then maybe another in December would be my guess, but it's really guesswork. I do think
Yeah.
with the ancients, like they had one a month back to back for ages, but we have had gaps before as well. So I think having Goffred in September, I think the fact that we haven't had a guaranteed ancient since then is actually fairly expected, but it wouldn't be shocking to have one like, let's say, next week. If we had 2x like last weekend, now we've got a double legendary, it wouldn't be shocking for them to do a guaranteed then after that, because it's probably the ultimate way to do it, right? Isn't it? Which is, I'll pull some
Yeah.
shards during 2x because that's the safe bet. Then, oh, I'm close to my mercy, I should pull for an extra legendary event. And then, oh, it's the guaranteed, oh, I really want that champion, where's my credit card, let me buy all the shards so I can get them. I think that's the
Yeah.
smart thing to do, and I think Plarium are smart when it comes to getting your money. So that makes me skeptical, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know. For me, I'm a big fan of guaranteed events, but I just never have the shards, and I'm
Yeah,
I'm I'm not willing to spend like £150 to buy a champion, man.
that's
So,
fair. That the
but
other
yeah,
thing that is kicking in tomorrow as well, guys. Another small bit of news. Obviously, we've got. I did a video on this earlier. This champion training tournament with like the Eternal Soulstone, Ice Drake Trunda. There's also a Dragon tournament starting, and that is at YST. I think you can see this as well. I'm on my phone for this, so I can't bring it up on screen right now. It'd mess up the webcam. But yeah, so tomorrow, October 18th as well, there is going to be the 2x speed drops from Dragon's Lair, which is probably lasting, I guess, for a couple of days. Usually it lasts for a couple of days, right?
yeah,
So it's overlapping a Dragon tournament. Again, it's outside of any fusion or event or anything, as far as we know, like that. So yeah, it's just 2x drop frenzy for speed. That they do it fairly regularly now.
yeah. I
Do you
actually think
farm
this
them?
is like loads of people are chasing speed for like their arbiters and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And I know a lot of people that do dragon a lot outside of these drop frenzy events. But I just want to kind of say that in general, guys, nowadays drop frenzy does come around a lot. And I think it's worth like balancing your resources for these ones if you're chasing specific pieces, because otherwise you're just wasting a bunch of energy on like so a vast majority of gear sets. For me
Yeah.
anyway, whenever I farm for a specific set, I do see a higher drop rate.
Yeah.
100% through the multi battles and stuff. So it's probably if you're chasing speed, it's probably the best time to upgrade your speed on your champions.
Oh, I might buy that Royal Guard soul I just saw right there. Yeah, I mean it's a decent time. I mean the expectation, of course, is like every drop is gonna be speed. It's
Yeah,
not
it's not
like
gonna
that.
happen.
No,
Yeah.
it's like it's. I think effectively what they do most likely is sorry, it'd be on this page here. You come into
Yeah.
this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sets. So you got a 1 in 9 chance of getting speed. I think they just add a second set, which is a speed set in there, so it becomes a 2 in 10. So it's like slightly better, but not crazy
Yeah.
better. I think that's what they do. So you will see more speed, but not crazy amount. I'll actually
Yeah.
throw out my kind of the dungeon for me to farm right now. I actually really like Ice Golem. I think reflex and taunting are so useful.
I'm in the same boat as well. I'm
Yeah.
actually really low on reflex on my account.
Yeah.
And Geomancer stole all of it for Iron Twins.
Yeah,
So
exactly, right? And
yeah.
like they're such good sets now, but they weren't really used much before. So this is always the dungeon that no one ever farmed, whereas now it's like, cause like these sets are real bad, like oh they're terrible. But reflex and taunting, they're good. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, guys, that is the news. Let us know what you're gonna do. We gotta decide what we're gonna do. YST, do you know what you're gonna do, YST? I think you don't have that many shards left, right?
I've got 2 ancient shards. So I'm gonna yeet them. That's
All
my
right.
decision.
Fair. There you go. Straightforward. I like it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Let me know what you would do if you were me. And again, also let us know what you're going to do. YC, thanks for jumping on for the news video. Right.
And we'll see you guys later because we got another video dropping.
We got another video coming later. Yeah, we'll see you for that one. See you soon, guys.
Peace.
Bye bye.